Good morning. It is August 26th. It's a Friday, 2022. Sorry we didn't get a video yesterday. We're a little bit busy here, okay? But I have my coffee, and it is 5:53 a.m. my time, okay? So let's just jump right in. Okay. Oh, temperature. 83 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning. Scheduled to go up to 92. Humidity 68%. So pretty much tropics. So let's go right into it. Let's go to what is today, International Day. Today is National Dog Day. All right. Part of the reason we didn't do a video yesterday is because I am also semi-dog sitting for someone. So I've got Queso on this side, and I have the other dog on this side. So we can always take a look at that. Okay. National Cherry Popsicle Day. Okay. National Day of Repentance. It's in Papua New Guinea. Okay. National Kelly Day. National Logan Day. Repeat with me now. We've gone this far. I don't care. National Spark the World Day. One of the people I follow online says, if you tell somebody, follow your passion and the money will follow, you are simply lying to them if it's not child abuse right up front. National Toilet Paper Day. We can get behind it. Ow. I can get behind that. National Webmistress Day. A webmistress is a woman who designs, develops, markets, and maintains websites. Oh, well, when we have National Webmaster Day, like any other, well, then we can have a chat. Otherwise, it's just garbage. Tracky Dak Day. Oh, God. Dak is Australian English for trousers. So, Crazy Pants Day in Australia. Listen, guys, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but from what I see coming out of Australia, you got a lot more problems to manage than Crazy Pants Day. All right, get to it. Women's Equality Day. Oh, Jesus Christ. Every break, everything, every check. If you want to see Women's Equality Day, please spend the day in family court and see what happens to the fella. Garbage. Horse. Ayla Woodruff's birthday, Dylan O'Brien's birthday. I don't know who they are. King Sid's birthday. I don't know who that is. Macaulay Culkin's birthday. Okay, I know who that is. Mother Teresa's birthday. Okay. That's it. Let's go to our daily Zen poem. Alone in mountain fastness, dozing by the window. No mere talk uncovers truth, the fragrance of those garden plums. That's by Banquet in 1622 to 1693. It kind of gets into what I was thinking about, what I've been seeing today. So let's see what else we got. We got our daily rune pull, right? No, this is not for you. Hang on. Hang on. Not food. Not food, dude. I know. Ah! Rado. That's a good one. Let's get the book. Turn it upside down. Ah, here we go. Sorry, it's not Rado, it's Hiwaz. Movement, progress, a horse. A rune of transit, transition, and movement, of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. Movement in the sense of improving or bettering a situation. This is the rune of a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of very slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. Could apply to a business, could apply to an idea, could apply to a relationship. Moral effort and steadfastness is called when you draw this rune. It's another cycle rune. Let it be said this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. This rune's a symbol of the horse. It symbolizes the bond between the horse and the rider. The Bronze Age artifacts show a horse drawing a sun across the sky. The rune is saying you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. It is time to turn again and face the future reassured, prepared to share the good fortune that comes. The sharing is significant because it relates to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its light. Okay, that kind of keys into what I was going to talk about. All right, what's next? The obligatory queso view. I'm going to see if I move the camera. He is sleeping. That is the other dog we are watching. We are semi-watching him. What happens is he goes home to sleep, and he goes home to hang out. But when I get home from work, he comes over to me, and then he eats, and he goes back to bed about 8 o'clock, and then I get him at like 4:30, and he comes back over to me until he goes back at about 7. So we're going to do this for a couple days. All right, our message of the day. Everything keeps coming back to me about things are just falling apart. They're going to, forgive student loans, which I'm going to get online retroactively then because I paid for mine in full 30 years ago. So I think I would like a piece of that too. If you're going to give it to some guy who gets a degree in West Papua New Guinea finger painting, why not give it to the guy who got a real degree in biology 30 years ago? I think that's fair, right? Or is it my gender and color, or maybe I'm old and maybe I'm off the line there? But hey, fair. We have to be fair until we don't have to be fair, which is why it's all horse. Good. So the message of the day is I'm seeing a lot of stuff about preparing and taking care of things and money. Like, what is money? I hear all sorts of whack theories like, oh, you can use cash and tip, but they won't give you change. They'll give you a prepaid reloadable debit card. Heard that one. I've heard don't spend money on anything that you don't need. That makes a lot of sense. Ultimately, you think about it and it's, what are we going to do with this? What happens when they take your dollar and they go, well, since it's only worth 4 cents or maybe less, and you can't use that anymore to buy stuff, you have to use a credit card, a digital system, something. Well, what are we going to do? And I've heard a lot of theories about this. And it is, well, we'll barter. Well, didn't they just hire a zillion IRS agents and are trying to tax your bartering or your Etsy account? How much money do they need to continue to support the lie? And the answer is all of yours. But other people who may not look like you, who may not have come from where you come from, no, they get prepaid debit cards and free phones, and they get set up in jobs that you want to do, but when you go to apply for them, you're overqualified. This is an ugly place, okay? Cities like Rome, if you study history properly, they got conquered, and their first huge big mistake was that they said, if you're not from Rome, but if you pay this small amount, you can become a Roman citizen. Okay. Their second mistake was when they started tolerating the intolerable. Things that were really, really bad. They were going, oh, well, that's what they want to do. We don't do that, but we don't have a right to say that they can't do that because, let's face it, if they want to strangle women, that's fine. But it's their choice. It's their lifestyle. Who are we to get involved? I mean, after all, maybe that's what they do where they came from. But you're a Roman citizen now, so shouldn't you assimilate to Roman ways? No, we have to have our own little whatever. And at that point, the weakness just kind of comes in. They start to lower standards. And that's why Alaric the Lesser stood at the banks of the Tiber one morning in 453 and went, oh, this is going to be easy. Oh, yeah. And he waded across the Tiber with his men in the shallow spot, went right up to the gate, banged on it, and then they said, well, you might have a point. They pushed that gate open and the sack of Rome started. Because reality has a unique way of saying, ow. Well, maybe it's their lifestyle choice. No problem. We'll just set fire to your house and take all your stuff. No big. No problem. Well, that's our lifestyle choice. Bye. Happened in Athens. It happened in Rome. I'm very scared it's going to happen here. We tolerate the intolerable. The people we were supposed to represent us don't represent us. And we're pretty much on our own. And I don't want to turn this into a downer because it's a Friday, but something to think about. You know, the things you earn, the things that you received, how are you going to preserve them and how are you going to exchange them? Because right now, the concept of you taking an apple pie to your neighbor, or let's go backwards. Your neighbor gives you a bushel of apples because they have an extra. You then take some of those apples, make them an apple pie, and take it back to them. Somebody's going to want a tax cut on that. No. When that happens, you can say, oh, we've been doing it for a while. Well, you have to fill out this form. Remove that individual from your property by force if necessary. It only stops when you say no. Quietly, maybe with a little bit more vigor if necessary, but it only stops when you say no. So think about what you need and don't get stuff you don't need. I keep hearing that message come back too. Don't stock up on the stuff you're not going to eat or that you don't need. That's just silly. Only the things you do need and you do eat or you do need extra parts of. Make sure you have enough ways to either store this properly and store it out of sight. Water is an essential. Clean water is an essential. Okay. You know you've gone too far in the world when they say you can't catch rainwater to water your garden. It comes out of the sky. No, you're not allowed. You hide that rain barrel and you take that individual and you remove them from your property. It's very easy for me because I can unhook in 10 minutes and I'll drive right over your butt because I don't have the property. My car is my property. Don't put up with garbage. Say no when necessary. Take care of your children, especially their education, because they're starting to squirrel in on that too. That's another day's conversation. And make sure that the people that you love, let them know you love them. Well, that's why I'm talking to you guys, because you guys are great. Just take care of you. Today, if you only do one thing, open your pantries, open your boxes, open your everything, take stock. Find out what you have that you can donate. A blessing box is a beautiful thing to give to people. And get the things that you need. And just very slowly keep moving. You know, today's not the day to stand up and start screaming at the top of your lungs. Today is the day to keep your head down, keep it quiet, get the things you need, and we say it over and over. Like-minded individuals who share your values and have something to offer. There's plenty of us out there. We're just spread out in space and time. It's a little hard to open that conversation because you never know who you're talking to, so you have to be careful. And that's what I'd like you to do today. Take stock, take charge, be careful. Okay. Today's plan, work. Tours were slow yesterday. We had 3, but they were very small. Who knows what's going to happen next? Hopefully Fridays are going to be big and pick up. And then we're going to move on from there and go pick up the other dog and bring him here and, until 8 or 9 because my days off this week are this coming Sunday and Monday. So that's all I got for today. Sorry it went a little long. I get a little long-winded because I get a little passionate about stuff because, someday we'll tell you the whole story. Just I get a little passionate about stuff. But have a good day. Be nice to each other until it's time not to be nice. And then take appropriate steps when necessary. Take stock. Figure out what you need. Fill in those holes. Find those people. Find your tribe. Have a good Friday.